Peace, peace. Welcome back to the space beyond infinity, where there are no limitations. I'm the spirit out of this room, Mystic, and I'm back with another vlog. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Tomorrow I will be 39 weeks. I think what I need is to open up my back door. I'm trying to figure out what I need right now. I think I need to open up my back door. It's my shadow on the ground. I'm trying to get a little bit of this sunlight. Everybody loves the sunshine. Let me sit down. Last night was a little bit of a rough night as far as going to sleep is concerned. Yeah, I was totally uncomfortable for a while. Actually, I'm not even gonna say as far as going to sleep is concerned, because by the time it's time to go to sleep, I felt a little better, a lot more comfortable than I was. Eating lately is like terrible. Eating lately has been terrible. I threw up the night before last. I ordered a hot dog and a slider and some tater tots from my favorite restaurant because I found it on Uber Eats. And yeah, I threw that up. I didn't eat the slider. I didn't even eat the slider because some part of me, well, first of all, I was full after eating just the hot dog and the tater tots. But also some part of me just knew that if I would have ate that burger at that point, I would have been in trouble. So I didn't eat the slider. I have some locks that are loose in the back. I do not know why or what's happening. I'm trying to figure out, did I make my purse too small? Does it affect that? Or what? Because at first, it was just one that I noticed. And I was like, did my man pull my hair out? I mean, obviously not in an abusive manner. I don't get abused. Let me be careful. There's so many fucking weirdos, and I just feel like, I don't know. There we go. Titties jiggling and shit. Be careful out here in these streets. Anyway. One of my YouTube followers found me on Instagram, and I don't know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about it. I'm trying to be okay. I'm trying to be okay with it, but my intuition is telling me that there's something off. And you know, gotta follow the intuition, because it's right. And my intuition is always right, and I ain't nobody's fool, honey. There's something off about it. And you know, you get to calling people out on their stuff, and then they want to try to guilt trip you and make you seem like, and gaslight you. Guilt trip you and gaslight you. But see, that's the reason why I like to let shit ride until the wheels fall off. I don't like to let shit ride till the wheels fall off. As soon as the wheels fall off, I'm like, yeah. You thought I was crazy or something? Cause I ain't crazy. One thing I'm not is crazy. We are sane all year, every year. Okay? We're sane over here. We are sane and we have very great judgment of characters, places, situations, surroundings, awareness. Speaking of, I had a dream, and in the dream, my dad was with a woman, a different woman than who he's with now, and she was pregnant, which is crazy at his big age. I mean, it's not crazy at his big age. I could only say that because I was born in the time that I was born in. Yeah. But my dad's not older. He's like 50 something, and I could see myself still having kids at 50. So I can't just at his big age him. Okay, I would have him messed up a little bit, but I've always had this thing where it's like, you know, it's just the three of us, right? I like to be nice and count my step siblings because I do love them, but my parents had me and my brothers, okay, and I was the last, and I was the only girl, and that is my position, okay? The youngest of the three and the only girl, and it is significant. There's a significance to that, okay? And I ain't trying to give up this fight, especially not after already being 30 years old, okay? I'm 30. My parents don't need no more kids. But anyway, I had a dream. My parents don't need any more kids. My parents don't even want me to have any more kids. So that's why they don't need any more kids, okay? My parents had more kids. I'd have to adopt them dang on kids. Because they wouldn't want to take care of them. I don't know. Maybe they would. Maybe my dad would. My mom, she's so dramatic. Who knows? Raise that baby from a distance. It depends, you know. You look at a child and they remind you of your child. And you're like, I just love you so much. I can't let you go. You know. I took a shower and I rinsed my hair. So, put oils on my scalp. Today is a new day. Okay. Let me just put some oil in my hair, period. Because you gotta make sure the locks is moisturized and hydrated. I told Lily the other day, my hair is starting to smell like locks. My locks are smelling like locks now. And that's not a bad thing. Not in a bad way, y'all. Not in a bad way. In a what I like way. But really, my locks just smell like coconut oil. Pretty much. Even though what I put in my hair is coconut olive oil, herbal infused coconut and olive oil. I put in, it's infused with rosemary, lavender, and fenugreek. And that's what I put in my hair and on my skin. But, oh, yo. I had a dream. My dad was with a woman. She was pregnant. She was being totally irrational about some stuff about a situation that happened between me and one of her other children. See, I had this cake and it was set up. Maybe we were having a family day or something because we were outside and the cake that I made was on the table. And I kept going back and eating some of the cake because we had already cut the cake apparently. The cake it's not like a birthday cake, it was just the cake. you know, and I was going back and eating some of the cake. So I went back to go have me some of the cake. Then the little girl came over, and she's a little girl, you know, 7, 8, somewhere in there. Mind you, this is a dream. Remind you. And she's like flipping her body feet first onto the table with the cake and where the rest of the food is supposed to go. And I'm like, don't do that. And she flips down and then she flips up again. And so I grab her feet and I put it down like, don't do that. At the same time, she's asking for cake. And I'm like, I can give you cake, but don't be doing that. Like, girl, get down. But I helped her unflip herself off the table. Now all of a sudden she's running to her mom crying because I touched her. And then her mom's flipping out on me and my dad because she's like, your daughter touched my daughter and I'm like, make it make sense. I'm like, make it make sense. The child was misbehaving. I put her in line. Make it make sense. She's flipping on the table. You're gonna allow her to flip on the table with all of the food where the food is supposed to be. First of all, with her nasty ass feet, because she's running around outside with no shoes on. Which there's nothing wrong with running outside with no shoes on. The problem is to put those same feet on the table where food is supposed to go. Like, girl, and I didn't hurt her. I just took her off of the table. And then I didn't tell her she couldn't have cake. She just ran away crying before I could get it to her. Like, make it make sense. Don't come over here trying to act like I all victimized, like I'm victimizing your child in some way. Like, no, girl, bye. You and your child need to get it together. And then she got another one of her children who was more like a teenager, following her around, making sure she's okay during this argument between her mother and I and my father, which my father wasn't saying much because he couldn't say much because she was too busy up in his face trying to turn up on him about me. And he just sitting there trying to figure out, like, make it make sense. But anywho, dreams. I feel like that dream just like made me feel more like understanding why there's so much Aquarius energy in my life. To help me make stuff make sense. Like, stuff gotta make sense. I prefer things to make sense at this point. I mean, I think I've always preferred for things to make sense, but yeah, bro, I like being more logical. Hold on real quick. Okay, I was craving cornstarch. A couple spoonfuls of that. I had to pause the camera because, you know, I like to spit it out and y'all want to see how that. Anyway, I got the urge to put my dishes away. I'm sorry, I put this over there. Put my dishes away. Yeah, I like for stuff to make sense. You know? Stuff gotta make sense. I like that. I like that. I like that about the Aquarius people in my life. They try to make stuff make sense. Especially my daughter. It's like, if it don't make sense, then Mom, why are you having any parts in it? And I'm like, no, ain't you right? Why don't be having any parts in anything that doesn't make sense. I bought a new dish strainer yesterday. Finally found one. They be up at the Walmart that I be shopping at, but they don't like. This is found in Walmart, but it don't be at the Walmart that I be shopping. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't be over there. There we go. This smells like cake. Yummy. I decided to make a cake last night. Honestly, I was trying to make brownies and it turned out more cakey. Turned out like a cake. So, I made a cake last night. But it was so late that by the time it was done, it was already past bedtime. And I was like, we're not about to eat cake right now. It wasn't past bedtime, but it was like 30 minutes till bedtime. And I was like, we're not about to eat cake right now. Because first of all, I'd have to clean up after. And I'm not about to do that. I made tea yesterday, put it in the fridge. So I'm warming the other glass right now. I got a few days before my man comes home, so I'm taking it as easy as I can. Taking it as easy as I can. I really wanted to like order my man a Christmas gift, and so I started looking into stuff. And then the one thing that I did decide, like, I like this, I want to get this. It was like, I had to pay an extra $12 for it to come sooner. And so I'm like, well, let me get the discount because it's like promoting this discount everywhere. But then it's like you have to message them and they will send you the discount, and then they didn't respond the same day. Then, you know, the next day came and I was like, maybe I just shouldn't worry about it, and I didn't think about it. And then the day after that came, which was yesterday, and I'm like, now I want it, and it's way too soon because he'll be leaving before I feel like it'll get there. And so I'm up on Amazon last night looking for stuff because Amazon be doing 2-day shipping with most of my stuff. But everything I was finding, I was like, I don't know, because I want to get him something that's quality. I don't want to just get him something that's not quality, you know? I'll turn it back this way. That was fine. I want to get him something that's quality. I don't want to just not get him something that's, I don't want to get him something that's not quality. Because my man ain't no tacky man. You hear me? He deserves something nice, really nice. And the original gift, I think it was actually really nice, and it was something that he would have really liked. But whatever. I'm like, Amazon, 2-day shipping. Just figured it out. So I was just like up, just like for an hour or two. That's not quite warm enough for me, but it's warm. Just looking for something I can get him that will come at the right time. And then I found this really nice one, but it won't come until the day that he's leaving. And then at the same time, I didn't quite have enough money, so I'm like, I gotta wait for today anyway for him to send me some more money so I can actually pay for it. And be a little sweeter. I really wanted to get my man a nice gift. Also, there's a crystal shop near, and I know they sell necklaces, and I was like, I could probably find a really cool necklace for him in there, because that's what I really want, is just a necklace, because I know, like, that's a easy, something I can get him that looks nice, that, you know, he will wear, and also is beneficial to his energy, and, you know, just stuff like that. The original gift that I was going to actually purchase was a ring. But rings are tricky, because I want to say that I feel like his ring size is 8, but I'm not sure. Because I've never bought him a ring, but I've made him rings before, but that was years ago. The last time I made him a ring was like 6 years ago. I don't know. Probably 4 or 5 years ago, but still, years. I don't remember his ring size. I just know if it fits my thumb, it fits his ring finger. If it fits my ring finger, it fits his pinky. I know that. Anywho, look at me. I guess I'm proud about that one. That's funny. Man. Also, like, I want to give my man something. I'm going to look again today, but if I don't find anything, then I'm going to just have to rock and roll with not having anything for him right now. There's a crystal shop around here in the plaza with Walmart, and I went there. But all of the chains was like my newborn could snatch it off his neck. Like, I was like, why do y'all have these whack necklace chains? These little weak chains that will pop off with a... He tried to dust his shirt off, and he done snatched the damn necklace from off of his neck. Like, what is this? So I didn't wait. So I'm just like, forget that. Pizza Hut nachos sounds so good. Yo, I literally threw up my food the other day. And then yesterday I was like, since I threw up the day before, we're gonna keep it really simple. We're gonna have macaroni and cheese for dinner, because I can eat macaroni and cheese. But then I ate the macaroni and cheese, and then that's not even settling on my tummy good. And I'm just like, do I just need soup? Because, like, what's going on? But then I'm like, even if I eat the soup, will that, like, what do I do? And I'm just at the point in pregnancy where I'm just like, how do I feed myself and feed my kids? Like, I've been making sure I feed my kids. And then I get halfway through the day and realize, oh, I haven't eaten. And that's what happened yesterday. And then we ended up going to the store, and then we came back home, and I was exhausted. I was so tired because I was hungry the whole time. I didn't eat nothing. And then I got home, and then I just eating chips while I'm trying to gather myself to make the pasta. Then I make the pasta, and I eat the pasta, and it just... The sun did just transition over in the Capricorn. I was saying that to myself when I woke up, because I could feel it. I could feel the change in the energy. The energy just changed. It's Capricorn season, and I'm liking it. It's feeling really good. And I think that's even more confirmation that I'm gonna have a Capricorn baby, because I am feeling at home in this Capricorn energy. Even though they say, like, I think Capricorn is like the flip side of Cancer, or the opposite. Like they both kind of like flip each other. So that would make sense for me to feel comfortable here too. But yeah, Capricorn season has officially started. We're about to have us a Capricorn baby. I'm excited about that. I can hear that my children are awake, or my girls are, or at least one of my girls are. I can hear them. My son has been awake. He woke up very shortly after me. That's my sunshine. He rises with the sun. Me too. I love my boy. I don't care if I have another son, if I have another 5 sons. Bakari will always be my first son. He will be my sunshine. All the others will be what they are for me, to me. But Zakari is always gonna be my sunshine. I love my boy. Anyway, I am having another baby. It's coming soon, and I'm excited about it. Like, you know, you get to the end of pregnancy, and you're just like, I'm over it. And it's like, I have my moments where I'm like, I'm over it. Because the thing is, I'm a foodie. I'm a really big foodie, and I love food. And to like have issues with my digestion, having to have restrictions on what I can and can't eat, and when I can eat it, like, I mean, before I had this pregnancy, I realized that that was a thing, that I had to have certain restrictions on what I can and can't eat, and when I can and can't eat it. And I was okay with that, but it's like the level of intensity of it turns up. I call it a mosquito. Once you're pregnant. And now I'm getting to the point in my pregnancy where I'm starting to feel like I can't eat anything. And yeah, that's the issue. Good thing neither one of us truly needs much more fat on our bodies, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting close to 160 pounds at this point. That's the most I've ever weighed in my life. I don't know. I haven't really weighed myself in my other pregnancies, so I really don't know how much I weighed in those other pregnancies. Anywho. Yeah, I'm pregnant. But my man will be here in a few days. That's why I'm gonna take it easy. Really, like, I got something that we can eat tonight. I think I'm gonna order a chicken to come, a rotisserie chicken, because that seems to not bother me so much. But I don't know, like, because macaroni seems to not bother me. But I ate macaroni yesterday and it bothered me, so I don't even know at this point. But I'm gonna try and have a little bit of chicken and a little bit of leftover macaroni and see if that works for me. Just stay in a little bit of this chocolate cake that I made, and just stay like on hydration mode, and just try to figure it out. Just keep going and trying to figure it out, because I can't keep, I don't know. I don't want to throw up again. I don't like throwing up. I don't throw up. And that's a pregnancy thing for me. Outside of pregnancy, I don't throw up. Like, if I'm throwing up and I'm not pregnant, there's something wrong. I don't throw up. Like, even in the days when I did get sick, it was only one time I could think of that I got sick that I was throwing up. 2 times. Once I was really little. Maybe I was like 5 or 6. And we went out to this Christmas thing. Maybe I didn't wash my hands good enough. I don't know. I was only 5 or 6. We went to go eat pancakes with Santa. Yeah, maybe I just didn't wash my hands good enough. Maybe I just wasn't being clean enough that day. And I think I caught the flu. Because I remember I got real sick. I threw up. I fell asleep in the car. My parents left me outside the car. I wasn't cold. I was warm. So, hey, fell asleep in the car, woke up. I couldn't have been out there long. I woke up, my mom's in the house, in the kitchen. I'm right outside the door, so. Now I don't remember what happened after that, but I do remember that. And then I was in high school. This one time I was in high school and I got sick and I was just throwing up and it was terrible. Those are only 2 times that I got sick and was throwing up. Now, there's been other times in my life where I done threw something up, of course, but they're very few and very far in between for random stuff. Like once I ate some ground turkey and I feel like ground turkey isn't for me and I threw it up. Yeah. But yeah, I don't like throwing up. I do, but I don't, you know, because I feel like once you've thrown up, sometime after that, your stomach tries to settle. Sometimes. A good amount of times, your stomach starts to settle after that. After you've gotten up, whatever it is that's making your stomach upset. Like when I threw up, I was like, look, yeah, let's do it. Come on, because my tummy have been feeling like bleh for the last few hours. So come on, let's get it up. And I did not get it all up, but I got some of it up, and I was thankful because I was like, yeah, come on, shit, get out. That's me. When you're throwing up, your body is trying to purge something. Purge it. Get out. Bleh. Throw this shit up. Shoot, I ain't trying to carry around nothing in my tummy that's got me all twisted and messed up and uncomfortable. Especially at night when it's getting close to bedtime and I'm pregnant and I want to go to sleep. So yeah, life is tricky right now. But I'm not like doing much of complaining. Everything is like stuff that I can handle. But I'm getting tired. I'm getting worn down. I was so tired yesterday. And I feel like if I would have had like proper nutrition, I wouldn't have been as worn out as I was. I would have been good. I could have rocked with what I did, okay? Doing a store run. I got a bucket, a new bucket, so my kids can put their toys in, because I was using this little basket, which actually the basket that I had was for when I started growing watermelons, and I could put the watermelons on top of the basket and it could stay up off of the ground, and that's what the basket was for. But it ended up being in the house and being used for toys, because it was outside being used for toys and I brought it in the house. I remember, yeah, and it ended up being in my house being used for toys, and it got torn apart and destroyed, and I'm just like, this has to go in the trash. So I got a new bucket yesterday, right in time for Christmas. My man will be here in a couple days. I figure if I can't find nothing for him on Amazon, then maybe I can find something for him when we do go downtown. Maybe I can find a way to slip away and do a little something for my man. But I will have to accumulate a certain amount of cash pesos so that he doesn't catch me trying to buy him a gift. And I can actually slip away and go do what I want to do. But then again, I don't know how far he'll let me up out of his view, because I'm about to have a baby. I don't know if he gonna let me go about his sight because I'm about to have a baby. He's probably gonna be like, you gonna wear? Where you think you going? I just got off the street. No, no. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I got something I wanted to do. What? Something. Can you just let me? I don't know. I might have to figure it out. We'll see what happens. I prefer to be able to order something today and it comes to his house tomorrow or the day after and we be good. That will be awesome. But if not, then yep, I'm gonna have to figure that out because he deserves a gift. He's been working hard. And he's buying me so much stuff. Y'all, my purse was moldy. I had to throw my purse away yesterday. It was all molded and stuff. I mean, I had to use it to go to the store because what else was I going to use? And then, like, I wiped it down on the inside. And then, because it wasn't, like, moldy like crazy, but it was, like, starting to mold. And you can see that, yeah, it was time to throw that damn purse away. And all of the stuff was already in there, so I just kind of like wiped down the inside and wiped my stuff off. And then when I came home, I had to wash my phone cases because I had to put my phone in my purse and, yeah, throw the purse away. Take my stuff out, throw the purse away. Yeah. Yeah, because my moldy purse is wild. And then I told my man about it last night so he can buy me a new purse. And my man done bought me a new purse. He done bought me shoes. He done bought me so much stuff in preparation for coming here. And there's a couple other things that he's gonna get me before he comes. And I'm like, I ain't got him shit but kids. Give my man something. Make sure he feels special and he knows that he matters because he does. And he is because he is and he does. So I'm gonna figure that out. I would have loved to have put more effort. I would have loved it if I had put more thought and effort into it sooner rather than now. And what feels like the last minute. But hey, whatever happens. Cause I'm the type I will go downtown and go specifically just so I could go do this before he get here. But I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. Because then the kids could be like, can we get here? Can we do this, that, third? And I don't have it in me to go do this, that, and the third. Especially with not eating as much as I need to. Like, no. I don't have it. And I'm not gonna say as much as I need to. Like, I'm starving myself, because I'm not starving myself. Because I be eating, but it's like I have to eat small portions at a very specific time a day, or else. Let me see. Yeah, baby. I'm not about to feed you nothing right now, if that's what you're about to. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I gotta stop like cutting her off and let her talk. I be trying to cut her off. Like, I don't want to hear it because they be trying to start with me. Like, girl, you just woke up. You ain't drunk no water and you think you about to eat some fucking Doritos. Like, and then you want to play a game with me like we don't have the same conversation every day. about that. Like, you don't know. Like, you don't know how I rock. But anyway, because my children have to hydrate their bodies before they eat anything. Make sure everybody is hydrated first. And then I give them fruit, yogurt, breakfast shit, you know? And then we move on to, depending on the day, I'll give them some chips because why not? Or we'll do, like today, waffles and eggs or something like that. And then chips and something. But I've explained that to you guys before. Anyway, since my girls are awake, I'm gonna go ahead and head up the stairs. Do some scrolling on Amazon, see what happens. I hope y'all have a beautiful, wonderful, magical, and amazing experience.